Bullseye.
Hello guys, Poisonberry here. Welcome to another video. So this time, this is another Blender tutorial. Yeah, okay, sorry about my voice. I'm sick a bit. But yeah. So first of all, I want to thank you guys so much for 50 subscribers. I just hit 50 subscribers like yesterday. And yeah, thank you guys so much for that. Thanks. I am gonna do an actual subscriber special pretty soon, but yeah, for this is a Blender tutorial. I forget if I said that or not. But yeah, as you can see, this time we will be going over IK arms and smooth bends. So we will be going over how to make those smooth bends there and an IK controller. And if you don't want IK, you can just skip the second part of the video. And yeah, because then you can have it FK. But I like IK better. So yeah, so first of all, we have our basic cube. So let's make that sort of the proportions of an arm. So let's drag in a bone, just as like a scale, I guess, so we can see how big it looks on the bone. Maybe that's good. Yeah, I like that. If you want the exact dimensions I did, the dimensions are 0.770, 0.770, 1.694. And then the scale is 0.385, 0.385, 0.847. So if you want your arm to look exactly like this. So now let's just go into the, what tab is this? Material tab. And just add new material and color it to, yeah, that's pretty good. So now, we already did add an armature. So select that armature, go into the object tab. Now click X-ray, just so we can see that. Now rotate it 180 degrees, move it up to there. Now going to edit mode with the armature selected. And, yeah, drag that to about half point in the arm. Yeah, I hope that made sense. Drag it to the halfway point in the arm. So now once it's about there, click E to extrude, hold down Control, and drag that out. All holding down Control does is makes it instantly snap to the grid. Actually, you know what we could do is follow my mouse, go down here, click on that magnet, and now everything's always snapped to the grid. Which, yeah, that actually could be useful. Okay. No, that's now just annoying. So select the arm, then shift click on the bone, and then click Control P. Then with automatic weights. Okay, so now if we Control Tab with the bone selected to go into pose mode, if we move this, as you can see, it does move the arm. It looks weird, but it moves it. So now select the arm, Control Tab to go into weight paint mode. No, select the arm, Tab to go into edit mode. Then Control R to add a loop cut and add one there. Then before you left click, move your scroll wheel. up. Or down makes less, up makes more. So drag it up until this is basically how smooth you want it. So I'm gonna do like that. I have no, oopsies. I have no idea how many that is. I'm just gonna do that. So now, as you can see, yeah, that might have been too many, but as you can see, the arm definitely has smooth bends, but the more you do, the more the arm will sort of squish, as you can see. It's just like more dramatic. The more you add it, the more dramatic it is. So I don't like that level of drama, I guess. So I'm just gonna Control Z to undo. Oops. Okay. Then let's see what like 8 would be. Oops. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see what that would be. Ew. Yeah, actually, I think 8's a pretty good number. Well, you know what? I don't see too much of a difference, besides it isn't too smooth. So I'm just gonna do that. Looks pretty good. Now, if this isn't the style of smooth bend you like, I wouldn't watch this video. This is this is my style of smooth bend, how the arm sort of squishes with it. But if you don't like that style, I wouldn't watch the video. But yeah, this is how I like smooth bends. So now up here, click N if you don't have that pulled up. The rotation, click that lock on all of the rotations except for Z. So now if we move and rotate it, it always moves on the Z axis. Nope, we don't want Z. We don't want Z apparently. How about Y? Not Y, X. Okay, yeah. So now if we go, so lock all the views except for, all the rotations except for X. So now if we click number pad 3 to go to side view, and then move that, it moves the right way. And then if we just are like this and move it, it will always move on the X-axis. See? Yeah. So that is pretty cool. So now you have awesome FK smooth bends. So if you just want FK, you can stop watching the video now, or if you want to watch me go over how to make IK, you can keep watching. Okay, so now on to IK. So go into edit mode with the armature selected and select that bottom ball of the bottom armature. Now E to extrude it about that much, holding Control so it snaps to the grid. Well, this is just style preference. I think I'm gonna do a bit less, maybe that. Okay. So now with that selected, as you can see in edit mode, it will move this bone here. So what we want to do is select this, Option P, clear parent, or if you're using a PC, Alt P. So now, as you can see, it doesn't move the arm. It just moves by itself. So now, Shift D to add another R90, and then G and hold down Control, do that, maybe. And then Shift S, selection to grid. So it's, yeah. So now we have that bone and that bone added. So we can add IK. So with this bottom bone, okay, so select this bone, click N to pull up that thing, then where it says under the item tab, armature bone 2. So that's the bone 2. And this is bone 3. So we will select that bottom bone, go into this tab here, then add bone constraint, and add inverse cinematics, I think. I don't know. But yeah, add that. And then under target, select, armature. And then bone, what was this bone? Let me see. Bone 2. So then under bone 2. So now if we move that, as you can see, we have nice IK. So yeah, that obviously isn't what we want because, I mean, look at that bend. Yeah, I don't want that, at least. So now, select the top bone, and add bone constraint, inverse cinematics, then armature, and now, with the top bone selected, when we add the inverse cinematics, we want this bone to be the top one. So bone 003. So I know this will be confusing, so just do what I do. So select the top bone, add bone constraint, then add the inverse cinematics, and then bone 003. You want this bone to be the bone you had. And then with that top one, pull target, select armature, and then for the pull target, you want this one to be selected. So bone 002. So in here, bone 002. So now, as you can see, that is all you need to do for great IK. So as you can see, we have awesome IK control. Then if we want to rotate the arm, we move this, and that rotates the arm. So we can make awesome stuff out of that, and do that, and yeah. And now for some finishing touches, so it looks better. We can select this arm mesh, go into the modifier tab, add modifier, and then bevel. And now, as you can see, we have smooth edges that look bad, but change the width down to whatever width you want, I guess. No, change the segments up to however smooth you want it. Then, oops, I turned the segments up too much, didn't I? Yep. Why don't I do... When I'm not recording, my computer can handle up to like 60 or 70. But as you can see, this is how smooth we want the arm. Here, you can really see it if we switch to wireframe. So every time I move this up, as you can see, it does that. So let's move this up to, how about 29? That looks pretty good. And as you can see, the sides are round. Now if we change the width down to 0, as you can see what that does. So you can completely customize this. So I think mine should be like that. That width of 0.005. And then segments of maybe 8. So now that just makes rounded corners. You don't need that. But I like that. So yeah, that is all you need to do to have great looking smooth bend IK arms. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, subscribe, and favorite. So Poisonberry signing off.